NBA.
Rockets blew that game last night.
So here's my question.
They were never in that game.
Are the Rockets underachieving?
Yes.
Or are they not that good?
It's a lot going on in that locker room. They were getting blown out, came back, but them two white boys got hot from Chicago.
No, hold on, time out.
They came back, I was like,
because if you're underachieving, that's a coaching issue, in my opinion.
I think, here's what I think. I think they're the worst, they are the worst clutch team in the NBA right now.
They need a point guard.
Point guard problem.
Simple
but
as that.
I also think the underachieving comes because we expected too much with that trade. I always said that trade did not affect us during the regular season. It helps us in the playoffs. He's going to bring you the same 25 Jalen Green brought you in the season. The problem is in the playoffs, Jalen Green brought you 8, and Kevin Durant's still going to bring you 25. So are we underachieving? I don't know if we're underachieving. I know we're extremely inconsistent. I know we're missing our point guard to right the ship in the fourth quarter. And I know also that I don't depend on Kevin Durant to be what takes you over the top. You just can't. He's never proven to be that guy, and he's not. They are what they are right now. And we really miss Dylan Brooks because we're a worse defensive team than we were when he was here. The energy ain't even the same.
Okay. What you think, Truesdale? U of H underachieving or?
Not U of H.
I'm not U of H, but Houston underachieving? Or they not that good?
I thought I was really excited looking at them this year. But, everybody, I like Durant, but a lot of people think he's that leader. He's not that type of leader, though. Like, just being a leader. But they got to get a point guard at the end of the day. They got to get a point guard.
They really made a mistake not picking one up early in the season.
And I like the coach. I think he's a great coach.
I thought Reed Shepard was a point guard.
I thought he going to get it.
That's wrong for you listening to people on TV.
Yes.
That dude is not a point guard.
Not at all.
He a 2?
He's definitely a 2. And
Not
a small 2.
So in the chat, they said need a
KD, Devin Booker combo.
Devin Booker combo, but that wishful
you're right,
thinking.
Kenneth. That is very wishful thinking.
Very wishful thinking. That'll
Can't
never
have
happen.
everything in life you want.
That'll never happen, for sure. Going back to college, we got a question.
I saw
What's
that.
wrong with the Bonster? The Bonster, BYU big man, is he not the number one? I think he's still number one.
I think he might be number 1 pick. My thing with DeMonster is I want to see how he plays when he's not the biggest, strongest player on the court. And he may do just fine. He may be that guy. I just want to see it.
You thought he was the biggest, strongest player on the court when they played Texas?
And you saw what happened?
Yeah, really.
I mean, he got his little money. He got his 30, whatever.
Yeah, but he balled out. He just didn't have no help.
No, I agree with you. I don't know. I'm not sold on him.
I love him. I think he's a hell of a player.
I think he's a good player.
He's athletic. He's big. Move like a guard. He's an all-around player. He's the real deal. And I understand why Utah Jazz owner put an invest in them. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to do everything he did.
Oh, he definitely do everything he can to get him.
Oh, yeah, they want. If he go there, they gon'
Yeah.
They put their whole program around the Bonster.
And let's not forget about the Jazz, who they got running their front office.
Oh, and
they got Danny Ainge running their front office, who is always willing and dealing and making stuff happen.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something on their sleeve.
For sure.
To get this
for
kid.
sure. Make sure you hit that like button if you're watching us. Hey, MVP race. Right now, ESPN got Shea 1, Luka 2, Wemby 3, Jokic 4. Who is your MVP right now? Truesdale.
My MVP, like I told y'all last week, is Brown. But if he don't get it, Wemby should
It's
get
who?
it. Brown from Celtics.
Brown ain't even on the list. He's
But that don't
5,
make
6, 7.
He on the list.
Hold on.
He
He
on the
should
list.
be.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown should be on that
Definitely.
list.
And I should be a millionaire, but I'm sitting here with y'all.
man.
Come on now.
Melvin, at the end of the day, you listen to all these other people if you want to. Everybody and their mama know he's supposed to be on the list. A lot of people think he MVP like myself. And I don't know that list right there. I don't care about that list because if Brown ain't on that list, it don't make sense to even talk about it to me.
I don't know how Joker's on the list ahead of Jaylen Brown at all.
Yeah,
I mean, he's only leading the league in double-doubles.
But he also missed half the season. Like, I don't know. Like,
exactly.
how he's
No. Joker is still eligible for the MVP race.
Whatever. He still missed a ton of ball, and they did just fine without him. Jaylen Brown carried that Celtics team when Jason Tatum was recovering from his Achilles. So I think he should be. I know he will never get it because I know how the NBA is. But
so let's talk about the people that can get it.
The people
who you on this list, who's your MVP right now?
I picked him beginning of the season. I think out that list is going to go to Luka. I think that the only other person that's close to Luka is Wemby, and I think they're going to give it to Wemby later. They know he has a long time to get a few of those.
But, fellas, we can have this conversation about MVP. And I remember a long time ago I was reading the USA Today, and Alonzo Mourning said, wars ain't nothing but politics. So to me, it gets to a point we have a conversation about the award. We know a player should be in the award.
Absolutely.
And a player should win. That's BS. Why talk about it? NBA right now is so down right now because they're caught up in American being the face of the NBA. If you're good, you're good. I don't care what racer you are.
I don't think they want American to be the face of the NBA.
No, they don't want a foreigner to be the face.
They do want a foreigner to be.
Nah, I disagree.
No, let me tell you what. Hold on,
I disagree.
Let me tell you. The NBA is going to go as global as you possibly could think.
They're going to be global.
Hold on, time out. They're putting stadiums all over the world, and they don't put those stadiums there for one game a season. So they're going to build that up. And the thing is, if they get a face of a league like Anthony Edwards, right?
Right.
Anthony Edwards brings you Atlanta, Georgia as a fan base.
That's it.
Wembanyama brings you France. Greek Freak brings you Greece and Nigeria. You got Joker brings you Serbia.
I understand that, Miles.
Hold up. Yao Ming brought you China.
I understand that.
They understand where the money is.
But they still want the face of America.
No.
For a prime example, LeBron James. They'll let that boy play till he's 50 years old.
Well, the thing is, they
want him to stay be the face.
Hold on, time out. They don't want to. They don't have a choice. Until he's gone, he's going to be the face.
Okay, that's weak because he's too old to be the damn face
They
of the
don't
NBA.
make that choice. He's already been here for 25 years. The fans are attached to LeBron James. It's going to be there. So the thing is, once he's gone, who are we going to put in the fans' face? Now, to your point, do I think they want an American person to be along with them? Absolutely. Get ready. His name is Cooper Flag. They're going to make Cooper Flag and Wembanyama the two faces of the NBA. That's just what they're going to do. Even
That's
Shea
what they're
gives you
going to try
Canada.
to do because y'all talking about Cooper Flag, and we just mentioned a young man from BYU, and he'll be a bigger face than goddamn Cooper Flag.
It's who they promote, not who's the best
that boy
player.
get promoted. If he go to Utah, that's already, they feel
MVP.
about Utah. He will be a face of the NBA before Cooper Flag.
Absolutely
Mark
not.
my word.
I guarantee you.
If that boy go to Utah, and he's already better than Cooper Flag, he'll be the MVP.
Cooper
How's
Flag.
he better than
He'll
Cooper
be the
Flag?
face.
How's he better than Cooper Flag?
That boy BYU is better than Cooper Flag. Get out
What
of
are
here.
you
I didn't-
talking
hold on,
about?
time out.
I'm talking about Mel.
Time out. I didn't say he wasn't better. I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say he wasn't better. Even though I think.
I didn't say you said that.
Hold up.
I'm telling
Even though
you.
Cooper Flag is a beast, and I'm not taking that away from him. The NBA. When was the last time? And I hate to say it this way. NBA had a white face. Bird. They're gonna love to get. That's why they gave him. Like he's with New Balance with those dash shoes. He has a whole market to take
What you got to
advantage
say on
of.
that, Julius?
I was gonna say, what about Jason Kidd and Steve Nash?
Yeah.
When,
What about him? They were never the face of the league. Steve Nash had a great 2-year run, but during that time, it was Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady. Like you had.
So you
choices,
mean like
right?
So when you say face of the league, you talking about like LeBron status?
Yes.
Kobe status?
Yes.
Oh nah.
Yeah.
No, it's Bird was the last white boy you had. And we can say we want to say they gonna want him to be there for them. Here's what the NBA has
Well,
realized.
Utah
No,
has
hold up.
always been that
I
franchise.
got you, but he's still black. Here's what you done said is this.
Yeah.
What you done said is this. The NBA has realized a couple things. The hood is not profitable anymore.
Yeah, it used to be.
It used to be very profitable.
Not anymore.
But they have priced themselves out the hood. We are not buying corporate suites. We are not buying $300 tickets. That's not us. So you know who does? Corporate companies want that for their children.
And foreigners.
And foreigners. For their children.
Don't forget
And
about the
hold on,
Hispanics.
time out. They want their children to look up to Cooper Flag, not
Jay Moran.
exactly. So they're going to promote that. They're trying to cover up tattoos.
Well, he
take
better
all the
play
hood
tonight.
stuff out there.
Because them boys coming in
He
playing
meant to say
tonight.
Ja Morant, y'all.
Oh, he gonna play. He gonna be that dude.
So, we got a question in the chat. Why you think the Rockets didn't go get Chris Paul when he was released?
I
mean,
would
you
say
did
that a
point
long time
guard.
ago. But I know it's too much
I think it's too much.
Old politics,
soap opera.
Yeah,
bad feelings from when he was here before.
absolutely. And I don't think him and Kevin Durant rock like that. And I don't think they wanted to go through what happened with him and James Harden. I don't think they were just out of
But
the Chris
James
Paul
ain't here
business.
no more.
It doesn't. They didn't want to go through that the same way with Kevin Durant that he went through with
He don't rock with KD?
I don't know. I don't think he rock like KD and James Harden are tight. They boys. So I don't think he don't rock with him as much. But I will say this though. They should have went and got someone like a Mike Conley. I thought was a great pickup. Would have been a good pickup.
But he's still with Timberwolves.
But he got released. He got traded, released, and they signed him back.
Oh, okay.
He got traded to Utah.
Yeah, they definitely should have went and got him.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
They definitely should have got him for sure. For sure. So my MVP, and I think is going to win it,
Cooper Flag.
without question, is Wemby. Wemby.
Well, I hope he get it, so they gonna give it to
Wemby,
LeBron.
here's the reason why I think Wemby gonna get it. I think you got Shea G. Gildress, you got fatigue, because you got people in the league that don't like his game. Not only he don't deserve it. You got Luka, where they talking about he whining too much, he don't play defense. And then you got Wemby, who's a young, everybody loves him, you don't hear any negative things about him. And so you don't have to really answer if you vote for Wemby.
No, but here's the deal though. You gotta stand for a long time that MVP award gets passed around.
Yeah.
Right? Because honestly, Michael Jordan probably could have had about 8 or 9 of them.
For sure.
LeBron could have had about. It's a crime. Kobe only got one.
Right.
Like they pass it around to make sure everybody get it.
Shea ain't gonna get it.
Which means they got to get it to Luka before they have to give it to Wemby 3-4 years in a row. Because when
Luka just did,
Wemby comes
beat
along,
the Rockets twice. They go to Miami, get number 7 hours.
that
8
man
hours
is
sleep.
averaging 39 points. Then went on this 15 and
He
3.
averaged that when he was in Dallas. He led the league in scoring in Dallas.
But he was in-
And they went to the finals.
And they gave it to Joker. Now it's time to give it to Luka, because my bad, you should have had it then. Like, I'm telling you, NBA is political. They got
Very
some stuff
political.
going on in there.
Speaking of political, what y'all think about that rule where you got to play 65 games to be eligible for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, All NBA? You don't make 65 games, you can't win the award.
I think the spirit of it is good because they want players to play. I do believe that number is crazy. I think, like, if a Joker to have to miss, like you play 64 games and Joker can't be first team. Joker, Shea, all your MVP candidates, Wemby maybe, not even qualifying for these awards because they missed 17 games. It's crazy if they get really hurt. Like, one thing if you're just like draft dodging and, you sitting the whole time. But if you
Load management
but if you load management,
is the reason why this rule's in place.
I got you. But that's what I'm saying. What if you're hurt the first 17 games of the season and then average 40 the rest of the season and win a championship? If it's load management, I understand your point. But like if you're hurt in this 17, 20 games, and even to say you might get MVP, but you can't get first team or second team or third team or defensive player of the year, like that's crazy to think about.
Here's my thing. My thing on it is, you get paid for 82 games, right? Well, can I finish? Because I let you go through that whole diatribe about how silly it is. You play 64 games, and you shouldn't be eligible for this. What if you get hurt for your first 17 games? Well, if you get hurt for your first 17 games, you still get paid for them 17 games. So you can blame this on all those coaches that did load management,
Greg Popovich.
Okay. All those coaches that say they don't want to play back-to-back because he's been hurt. We don't want to put him in the back-to-back.
So let me ask you
We
this.
want him to be fresh at the end of the year. Well, if you want to be fresh at the end of the year, don't whine when he don't qualify for the award.
Oh, here's this. So imagine a first-team NBA coming out that doesn't have Shea or Joker or Wemby on it, right? And then imagine it's their...
Or LeBron. Because LeBron ain't qualified either.
LeBron's not first team this year. He was second team last year. But let's say you got those guys who are legitimate first teamers, right? Who have been hurt a lot during the season. Now imagine if it's contract year for that guy. Hold on.
Right.
And that guy has twisted an ankle, and because of a twisted ankle or hurt something, he is now short $150 million because he doesn't qualify for the Supermax because that is based on how many All-NBA teams you made.
Yep.
So if you gonna have one, you can't have both. You can't say that your contract depends on this, and that's the reason that what they're going through in Milwaukee right now, right? Milwaukee trying to sit Giannis, and
Giannis
Giannis
say,
is
"I
saying,
wanna
I want
play."
to play. They're like, nah, sit down. And
I wanna play.
And I understand why they want him to sit because they have to trade him this season and don't want him to get hurt. But at the same time, that man like, nah, if I don't get these awards, y'all gonna mess my money up.
It's on the chat.
Lynn
It's on
said in the chat it should be 60 games. That's 70% of the year.
I don't know what the number is, but
I think 60 games.
I'd
I'd be all right with 60 games. I don't think 65 is bad, but 60 games mean you sat out 22 games.
here's the deal. 22 games in the NBA to an injury is not a long time. If it's load management, fine. But if you take 2 10-game injuries, if you hyperextend a knee, that's 2 weeks. That's 7 games in the NBA.
Yep.
So if you do that twice in the season, you done.
No, I feel you.